Welcome, my friends. Welcome. I am Damien. This is Damien's Adventure. There it goes. I am Damien. This is Damien's Adventure. And today we are back in Shadowbringers lands. That's right. We're in Final Fantasy XIV. We're about to do the last, like, 20 MSQ or so of, or as much as we can of it, of Shadowbringers. So we're literally closing in on Emet-Selch. So good. Now, I've gone and beaten the game a couple of times, but this is, of course, a MSQ replay, in which what we do is basically fire up the NG Plus, and we see where it takes us, right? So right here, we have done part 1, 2, and 3. Part 4 is, quote-unquote, everything that happens after. I'm not going to go into too much detail in case you haven't seen this yet, but we're going to assume that you have from this point on. This is your spoiler warning. That's right. We're going to assume that you've at least made it to right here. And if so, I can talk about it freely. All right? All right. Okay, here we go. So, after we made it back to the source, okay, everybody's back safe and sound. Alize jumps off a 4th-floor balcony window and has never seen or heard from... No, I'm kidding. Jumps off of a 4th-floor balcony window, and miraculously, the cuteness is that she at first looks like she's going to be just fine, but then Alphino immediately gets up to go help. The reason why this is so funny is because anytime Alphino's had to get up to go help, he's had to heal somebody. So even though they don't approach that in the joke, it's still hilarious because it kind of just sets the tone. After that, it's like, okay, we're back. Now what? I wonder what's going on in Garlemald. Well, we're going to find out about all that today. I'm also going to get to do a couple of cutscenes. We're going to have cutscenes and play-along duties and everything else. There's also, the closer we get to Emet-Selch, the more exciting, crazy new things they start to do. This is where you start to see a lot of good stuff pop its head up. So it'll be really good. Also, I have a burger here. I swear I've got a new signature burger now. I mean, nobody cooks it for me or anything. I mean, I suppose my partner helps out. But, like, what I mean is, like, I don't have, like, a restaurant that cooks it for me to make it the quote-unquote official burger of anything. But if you ever wanted to know, okay, chicken... Well, this is a hamburger, but a chicken burger with cinnamon roll bread. Like, when you get, like, the bread loaf that's the cinnamon roll one? Yeah. It complements the barbecue sauce better than you'd ever believe. So I'm going to take a bite of this right quick, and we'll get this started up. Alright, chat, I'm back. Here we go. As the Scions were preparing to return to the source, a new threat was presented with the sudden appearance of the Ascian Elidibus. He assumed the guise of the original Warrior of Light. Following a climatic struggle, it was you that stood victorious. With peace restored, the Scions bid farewell to their friends on the First, and finally made the journey home. However, they soon discover that events unfolding in the distant lands may spell disaster not only for Eorzea, but the entire world. Here we go, chat. Dun dun dun. Also, let me know if my mic's gonna be too loud or quiet during this time, hard to hear, this or that. I know I have a crappy headset, but I'm doing my best. Also, I do believe Tsukiko will be in here, so... Ah, there we go! Like telepathy. Welcome back. I was about to be like, I do believe Tsukiko is going to be joining us at some point, and it was just like, boop boop! You couldn't even hear me say it yet. Like, because it was already... It had left my lips, but was on its way through the internet. When you typed it, that was so awesome. Oh, that's cool. Alright. So, Oh, I'm in New Game Plus mode. I don't know if you saw this yet. Hold on. I'll do this so you can see it right quick. I could suspend this and it not bother anybody. But hold on one second. I think my partner had a question. Cool, cool. All right, so I'm gonna suspend this for a split second, and I'll show you what I was showing people earlier. And I got 10 more made up plus 12 of these. So I have 22 left to sell. So not bad. We are definitely going to be going back to 140 mil with this one. In case you're wondering why I never pull it, since I don't need to, but also I wanted to let the whole project complete before I pulled it to see what it totaled. So anything that gets sold during X project date, like from like week to week or whatever, sometimes even 10 days, is when I check it. So I don't mean to drive y'all nuts by leaving all my gil in the retainer, but that's why I do it. Gil for the poor. You know what? If I could still make it back right now, I would. But let me show you something terrible. Let me show you something terrible. What is it? So on my server, a bot's been watching me since that marathon. And now, anytime that I list something, what happened was we started off at 700K, okay? And then I had a bot, not me, but someone had a bot that was watching my account on here, right? So anytime I would list a price, they would immediately list 1 gil under. And I know people do that. That's a thing, right? But it didn't matter what time of day. They were around 24/7 within 30 seconds. And it dropped the prices of the market down to ass. So we have the lowest prices on any market right now. So when people literally come and complain that I did it, I want y'all to know I noticed this happening too, and I put a ticket out to Square Enix, and I'm waiting to hear back from them. It's been 2 days and I haven't heard anything yet, so I'm hoping that that is not the case anymore. My goal, but what happened was, it's like they would have one listed, and as soon as it was sold, it would automatically, just instantly list another one, and it was total BS. It sucks so bad. It would look like there's only one that needs to be sold, right? So what I would do is I would say, oh, it's not worth relisting all my stuff. I'll let that person have their one sale because I've got 10 of them listed. So what would happen is that person would make their sale, and then I would come back and I would find that they sold like 10 or 15 of them. That basically what they were doing was just like listing one and then immediately relisting it every 30 seconds. And that was the same person who kept underlisting me too. So there was some shenanigans afoot that really was annoying. So yeah, I put a ticket out, and I'm probably going to save these last 12 to sell for a little bit. And we'll just add them to the pile for the next run or something. I've already made my guild back, so I'm all good. At this point, all is fair. But back to New Game Plus. Let's see here. Oh, chat. I'm gonna do a thing where cause I got like my rent money thing up here still, right? But I'm gonna do a thing, just so y'all know, that people can like donate in and make me change my character to whatever they want, as long as it's playable. Like, some of them, an Endwalker may not be able to do a thing, but I have pretty much all of them. So we got Paladin, Warrior, whatevs, something like that. And I don't really have like a set price for donos. I think I do. I think it's like tiered, like 2, 5, 10, whatever. But I think it allows you to put your own total in as well. But it was funny, when I started my channel, I was like, I don't know this. I'm gonna just put in like pizza tip monies, because I used to be a delivery driver as well back in the day when I was in school. And I was like, okay, it's like 2, 5, 10. Let me see here. But now that I got memberships and bits and everything else, it's gonna become not turned on. But now that I'm getting there, I'm gonna have to change all that around. We'll see. Because I gotta make more stuff for people to do and stuff. What should I play as? I guess I'll go with my white mage. I look like a professional Emet-Selch. a better Igarim, if you will. Let me see. So I think it wants me to go to. Oh, that's right. It's up here. Alizé's quest. Oh no. I think, chat. I think we're gonna have to go. Go do the thing. One second. All right. Your retainer. It's just going around and around. That's pretty funny. I need to do a thing as well. Shadowbringers is awesome. It was the end of days. Oh, here we go, chat. You know what? Best worst song in the game. You know why? Because it reminds me of like the end of like most Cowboy Bebop episodes. Where it kind of usually kind of falls back to something simple like this. And then it just says the See You Space Cowboy thing, right? And it's like a cross between that and like getting sold up the river in Game of Thrones is like literally those two vibes together is what I feel every time I walk through the store and hear that theme. I don't know if it's trauma or if I just like the song, but we're gonna find out. On the brighter side, Kryl is free and no longer has to clean up, like, our stuff for, like, months. Or however long it was. I forget how long the actual timeline was. But it was long enough for a war front to change. I suppose we ought to take stock of the situation. Oh god, I gotta get my voices back down again. Like Bristol, the 8th Kilmore Calamity, we have unwritten history. The future now lies beyond my kin. None can say what awaits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not that we can overcome our trials. We have always done so, you know? Yes, I can finally do it. God damn it, Creation, why are you not here right now? This is your moment. This is your moment. You've been telling me about this for a moment. Hold on. Let me see if I can dig him up. Oh no, he's gonna get up early in the morning and drive. I don't want to wake him. He can catch it in the thing. Just like, hold on. How do I do this here? Is it possible to make a clip? Oh well, it's cool. I'll show him the thing later. Just remind me to tell Creation about this. I'm gonna show him the wind-up missile. Also, once I... That's cute. Well now, I have my suspicions as to what this is about, but would you be so good as to confirm them for me? I'm like, yeah man, it's the Ironworks. You know, Jesse never won the rest. Aye, just as I thought. They went ahead with it after all. Yep. The artisans of the mean had come to me with a proposal, you see. In celebration with the knight's return, they asked how I wished to be commemorated, on a coin or as an automaton. Neither, I replied, for all the good it did. They knew I would be embarrassed. It makes no difference what name they give it, yet they still did it. A right stubborn lot they are, as befits the people of the Crystarium. They shall be just fine without me, and Lena may rest assured I do not worry for them. Nevertheless, I shall never cease to pray for their happiness. Aww. No longer am I a leader of a nation. Whatever power and influence I may have wielded, I left behind as surely as I left my body. But everything I have ever felt and experienced, all of these things and more I have brought with me, you have brought for me. And I shall carry them close to my heart always, until the end of my days. Or close to the end. I will mean more later. Damn, I've been waiting for that one. Alright, so whenever I hear their voices again in a video, I'll be able to get my tones back and all, and everything, my voice imitations back a bit. But I am literally running on like a 2-week-old memory. Alright, F me. Or be me. If you are looking for Isildur and Elian, they're off to Doma to visit Home. In his entire time with us, I don't think I've ever seen Isildur so alive as when he set out. Aw, they're going on a grand adventure. He thought he was too old. That's awesome. Hopefully it's not his last, and if it was, it would be fitting. This, my friends, this is shenanigans. I love how they conveniently saved me a spot here, so that if I wanted to do the squats, I could. That's hilarious. The Archons have scarcely returned, and already Sister is at it again. However this plays out, I pity the newcomer. When I was tasked with holding the fort, the silence of the place was unnerving at times. Strange to say that it is amidst this ceaseless clamor that I feel almost at peace. They're smitten with the newcomer, with both of them, but I won't let him become between us. But wait, I only clicked it. If you were to join us, on the other hand. Oh lord, there they go again. Not only have the Archons returned to us, but a capable new comrade is joining the fold besides. Their presence shall inspire us to greater heights. Also, I've got an eyelash in my eye, that's why I keep screwing up my reading. It'll get better here in a minute. Hear, hear, brother. If Gratiu is skilled in all forms of combat, as they say, we must train hard if we are to keep up. Oh, man. There is some serious shenanigans. I love how this is a euphemism for, like, how this actually does happen. Hey, it's real. The eye, not the lash. Yes. Be like real. We've been receiving some more intelligence of the Empire, but with the place in shambles as it is, it's taken longer than usual to verify the facts. I suggest you rest up in the meantime. He's literally like semi-solid snake. That's what I used to call him. While things are quiet, I think I'll move my body around some more. Need to get used to it and new tricks I learned in the burst. Thanks to your reports, I had known that all was well in the source. But there is no relief like seeing our comrades again with my own eyes. If possible, I should like to thank Estinian in person for the help he lent us while we were away, but it seems he has not been heard from of late, such is his way. So chat, I always have a problem with trying to read A Realm Reborn Alphino. So A Realm Reborn Alphino in English will make you want to quit the game, but you need him to be the way he is so that you can experience his character growth and development, right? But here's the deal. If I was to read it the way I did back in the day, hold on. If I was to, like I did back in the day, it would be like, if possible, I should like to thank Estinian in person for help he lent us while we were away, but it seems he has not been heard of late. Such is his way. Like then he comes out really snooty. But you're gonna hear me doing that like as a joke off and on whenever he's a punk ass. Well, until such a time as we meet again, I shall ever pray for his well-being, and take the absence of tidings as a good sign, as I do with our friends in the first. Cute. Alize and Alphino, the twins. I'm waiting for them to get turned to stone. I'm kind of pissed they didn't get turned to stone. I'm just gonna be real with you. They should have been turned to stone in Endwalker, and they weren't. You see, in like Final Fantasy IV, they are twins, and the twins get turned to stone. Okay, and then they're like resurrected in a way that is absolutely hilarious. Like everyone's like, no, they're gone forever, and the answer is no, they're not. And they just had to get like the Super Ultra Mages Guild, basically Charlian, to come down and fix it. And it's just like, oh. What, like it's kind of like a thing like that, but it's one of those things where I could just see that happening in Final Fantasy XIV, and then one day, like, Urianger and the twins come walking up, and it's like, but I thought you were gone forever, and then Urianger's all like, my lady, thus did thou look for thine Charlian mage. And I'd be like, oh. And it would, you know, be a thing. But they didn't do it. I can't give you any more spoilers than that. I don't want to cause trouble. Let me see here. Everyone likes the garments I prepared for them. The time I spent polishing my skills wasn't in vain. In case you're wondering, Grahatia's is an outfit suited for traveling, while his weapon uses a piece of the crystal as its focus. Brilliant, right? Now, I know we probably shouldn't go around chipping bits off elegant relics, but it was just this one little piece. I don't know, man. Shipping pieces off the tower? I think it's meant to be. Most people get zapped to like hell and high water doing that stuff. Kryle's eyes light up at the sight of you. Oh, greetings, Minnie. Come to look in on our friends. Rest assured everyone is quite well. I've been keeping a close eye on them, and have satisfied myself that they are all in fine health. As a matter of fact, they're just about to convene in Dawn's Respite to discuss how best to use their pent-up energy. Let's join them, shall we? I'm not sure if I want to. That sounds terrifying. Out of context, it sounds like I was invited weird
now that
places.
we have all settled back into our bodies, it is time we resumed our duties in earnest. Let us speak of our plans.
Ever since the Emperor's death, it's been one unsettling rumor after another. I've a mind to pay a visit to Garlemald to ascertain the truth of the matter.
Oh boy.
A prudent endeavor. 'Tis of the essence that we establish the full extent of the threat, not least if it should prove that Xenos doth indeed orchestrate events from the shadows.
Alright, she's about to commit arson now, yes. When is she not? Oh, it's even better when you realize whose money she's playing with eventually.
In light of which possibility, I shall accompany thee on thy mission. Be assured that thou shalt find me more a help than a hindrance. Thou requirest another to imbue thine ammunition, dost thou not?
Pray, journey to thy waking sense.
Assuming that's settled, there's something I've been meaning to look into as well.
So you know what my nickname Perpetuarium is? Pray, journey to the waking Ultima.
Welcome back, everyone!
Aren't you supposed to be running a country? Or
Lise!
helping run a country?
You're fine now, right? No more headaches or keeling over?
That's right. We're fighting fit and raring to go.
The famous Lise Hext, former scion and hero of the Alamegan resistance.
LOL deeps. And yeah, that's true. You have Ralbon as well. Ralbon's awesome. Ralbon's got the helm, no problem. Oh, it's another Nautilus situation. Oh no, I just realized something. Ralbon, if Ralbon got corrupted early on, Ralbon could have, if Ralbon had the same tendencies as Ilberd, he would literally be Ren'Shit.
I don't believe we've met.
Hey, wait a minute, please. Back
Really?
up.
It's so easy to assume that all Archons are acquainted. But then I suppose your fields of expertise are rather different.
You want to know a fact? An absolute matter of fact? Minifuzz, the Warrior of Light, right, spent 3 days alone with Graha while that cutscene happened. Between them waking up and everything. Yeah. I was gone for 3 days, and we just come running back like everything's chill.
Grahatir, at your service. I have read much and more about your exploits, Commander. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
Likewise. The others told me all about you.
We would have more precedent to say that they did stuff than Thancred hanging out with the two ladies at the beginning of the old start.
Do not be so sure. Words scarcely do justice to the vital role he played in our victory in the first. A more dependable comrade one would be hard-pressed to find.
Oh, right. I did glance at the report. But I'd be lying if I said I understood half of it.
Let's just skip over the details, Warrior of Light.
Well, that's a lot to take in. Just to be clear, this means we're not heading for another calamity, does it?
Well, Lise, hold on. When have we not been heading for another calamity? It's true.
Shorn of their unsundered master's leadership, what Ascians remain shall struggle to see their plans to fruition. And though I would ever advise caution, I believe we may rest easy for a time.
I'll take that as a yes. Even so, I don't know what to make of this business about Hydaelyn and Zodiac being primals.
A difficult truth to bear, yes. But at last we understand the nature of our adversary. And if there are no further calamities, neither will there be rejoinings, meaning Zodiac will never regain his full strength. Even so, as the oldest and mightiest of primals, he remains a force to be feared. Though his is a power born of the desire for salvation, we have seen the havoc it may wreak. And it falls to us to ensure that it is never again brought to bear upon this star.
Mm-hmm.
But tell us, Lise, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
What do you mean? Isn't seeing my long-lost comrades reason enough?
Not really.
Alright, there was one other matter.
Knew it.
I have a message from the Alliance, and before you ask, yes, it's about the Empire. So, after Emperor Varys' assassination, it seems his cousin Nerva made a bid for the throne.
Oh boy.
The trouble is, he wasn't the only one with designs on it, and it didn't take long for a civil war to break out. And it's not just in the provinces. Early reports say huge swathes of the Imperial capital have been reduced to rubble.
Oh? Was it... what was it? He's like, careful, pilots. This was something.
The Alliance will soon convene in Alamigo to decide on a course of action, and we were hoping you'd come along.
Well, as it happens, Urianger and I were just this moment planning a little trip to Garlemald, and we should be grateful for any advice the Alliance can provide on how best to make the most of our visit.
Interesting.
To Alamigo, then.
Why don't you go on without me? There's something I need to look into.
Oh, forgive me. You were just telling us. What is it, if I may ask?
I want to find a way to cure the Tempered.
No, just only.
Of course. You think it may be possible to adapt the treatment you used to help those corrupted by the Sin Eaters?
And also to put Thancred out of a job.
I'm sorry, a cure for tempering? But that would change everything. Alizé, consider yourself uninvited. Go and find us this cure.
I'll do my best. I was hoping you might join me. Don't worry if not, though. I won't hold it against you if you'd rather attend a stuffy meeting.
Yes, you are welcomed. What meeting? Lead on.
I knew you'd say yes.
I'll come too. If you don't mind, that is.
Combat ready pose.
Mind? I'm sure they would be glad of your company. Pray, enjoy your time together with your hero.
I'm pretty sure they did. Factually speaking, we spent 72 hours of Grahatia while everybody else was like, you know, waking up and stuff.
No. That's not... I mean, I simply thought my knowledge might be of some use.
We shall be on our way then. Godspeed.
I still don't quite understand how the time hopping worked with Graha. Graha really is. But it's got some adjustments to do. Don't worry. I can say with complete confidence that Graha is dressed for anything. I bet. When your trouble is about one can not afford even the slightest slip. No. No. Oh, Graha. Welcome to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Get used to it. She can see through you, literally. When I set out to save Halrid, I think Gabu was always at the back of my mind. And having proved that the light corrupted are not lost, I am convinced that the same must be true of the Tempered. Similar to those corrupted by the Sin Eaters, the aether of Gabu's soul has been rendered stagnant. And though the root cause is different, perhaps the solution is the same. It is by no means an unreasonable hypothesis, Alizé, and it warrants a full investigation. If there's even a chance we can save Gabu, we have to try. but however much I'd like to race over to Limsa and set to work, there's no room for recklessness. Not when a child's life is at stake. As I'm sure Beckwood will remind us, we still know little and less about the soul. Any number of things can go wrong if we don't exercise due caution. And so, before attempting anything, we should learn all we possibly can about tinkering. There's just one problem. Research into the condition has long since ground to a halt, and the combined work of many scholars involved doesn't exactly amount to a wealth of knowledge. None of the modern scholars, perhaps. But what are their ancient counterparts? I know the Elegants took a more than passing interest in the subject. And if what we seek is to be found anywhere, it would surely be at the Aetherochemical Research Facility. Uh-oh. We're going to the ARF. Where they experimented on primals and their worshippers, yes? Good thinking. I've never actually been there myself, but I did read the reports on Az's Law, which means we will be needing an airship. Hehehe, an airship, you say? Meet me at the northern bank of the Silverchair Lake. I've got a little surprise for you. Oh, and come prepared to travel. So I wonder what Tataru is up to with all that, you know, money. She's probably getting lots and lots and lots of skill ups like we do. We get so many jobs. I'm pretty sure she does too, except she's all crafting at this point for the most part. Well, not all, actually. She's got machinists, she's got a couple others, she's got, what else we got? We got, I mean, she did hang out at the inn in Heavensward. Which I think she was just a waitress, but she was also a spy, which would make her up to a lot of shady business, so I don't know. Of course, she could also be like the lady at Limsa, who's like a waitress that also spies. What was that lady's name? Idolide? Something like that? Alright, let's speak to Tataru in Mordona. Hmm? Oh, what's this then? Nice! And is this pink, or is it just the sideline? That's pretty cool. Either way. I wouldn't expect anything less from Tataru. Where did this come from? Oh, well, let me on it. Let's talk to Tataru, pilot. Engineer. Here we go, chat. I give you the bonanza. The Science's very own airship. I built her as a company project with help from our friends at the Rising Stones, and named her for luck and prosperity. Tataru, this is amazing. We'll be able to fly just about anywhere we want. Our garments are impressive enough, but to build an entire airship? I see the annals did not exaggerate the many talents of the Science's fabled coinkeeper. I'd also introduced myself as your pilot, except the training didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped, but that's alright. That's alright, because we've hired this capable fellow here instead. They're like, sup? The Bonanza is equipped with a full complement of manicutters, by the way. Feel free to use them to get around Az's Law. But enough talk, it's time to fly. All aboard! I liked her hair beads, that was pretty cool. So many very interesting hairstyles in Final Fantasy games. You can see that is true. Well, maybe they've got some kind of weird hidden, like, you know, GPS looking phone thing in the center, but, you know, in between the steering wheel that they're looking at. The reason why I say this is because the Memets can go GTA in your neighborhood. Have you seen that yet, by the way? When an airship takes off? It's the funniest thing you'll ever see. If you're ever in your FC next time they launch airships, which they almost never do, it's almost always subs, but next time the subs come back in, ask your FC lead if they could just, you know, run an airship and recall it so you can see the video. If not, I'll pull it up next time they come in. But it is so damn funny. It's literally just like they're going, GTA! All you do is just literally see, like, from the back of the neighborhood in, the lavender beds, you just all of a sudden see this airship come flying out of the neighborhood, and like it's a Emet driving it, like, I just stole this shit, and it's so funny. Did I ever mention I was fond of flying? Because I am. Be it on an airship, an Almaro, or a chocobo, there is nothing so exhilarating as feeling the wind in your face as the horizon unfolds before you. Makes me think she's been hanging out at the FC too long while we've been in Mordona. Not Mordona, but in the source. Or first. Good lord, I keep getting it all wrong. Honestly, Sid would be jealous of the way that airship flies. Tataru has outdone herself. Anyway, here we are, on Az's Law. And Alpina's report did not do the scale this place justice. No, it didn't. Graha does, yeah. So this is where you had your reckoning with Thorin. I wish I'd been with you. No you don't. You would become, like, more like food for the Asians. Graha Tia surveys his surroundings with an expectant glint in his eye. The wisdom of Alag. Alright, chat, here we go. This appears to be Helix, which means we stand in the Alpha Quadrant. And to the east lies the Beta Quadrant, and... yes, I believe I have my bearings. Though this is my first time on Az's Law, I do believe some familiarity with the place thanks to the records of in the Crystal Tower. Unless I am mistaken, this path leads to an aetherite, beyond which there will be an information terminal. I suggest we begin our search there. Here we go, chat. By the way, the song that's playing in the background is Safety in Numbers. I remember a good portion of that orchestra and roll songs. It's interesting because that should have been a clue right away where what this has to do with. As soon as you enter the zone for the first time, because you'll hear that, and it's like, oh, what does this have to do with this? Right? Oh, I was supposed to speak with Graha? Damn it. I flew off without speaking to him. Oh no, he's over here at the Helix terminal. That's right. Time for authority on elegant artifacts to show what he can do. And here's the terminal. A moment while I search the archives for references to timpering. How was your lunch, Tsukiko? Ah, there we are. Iconic corruption and overview. That sounds promising. Indeed. Let us see what this report has to say. Pretty good? That's good to hear. Confound it. The contents appear to have been deleted. What? No! Is there something you can do? Not from here, I'm afraid, but it may be that another copy of the report exists elsewhere. The question is, where to look? It says here the report was written by someone named Owen. Or it says here the report was written by someone named Owen. Is it likely that they have kept a copy? I would say it is a distinct possibility. Assuming he was a researcher here, he will have had quarters on the Hemisphere. We can ascertain the details of Hemisphere control. Let us return to the Bonanza and avail ourselves of the manicutters. Almost said manufacturers. We will need them to reach our destination. I forgot. You already have a suitable means of transport, don't you? No need to waste time accompanying us back to the ship, then. We'll see you at the atmosphere. Let's see, chat, we're flying out. Ow, shit, I hit the ceiling twice. Alright, so I think we need to go across the map. Nice. While I'm flying across the map, I'm gonna go run and get some tea. Hopefully I don't run off into space. I'll be right back. Alright. Here they are. Welcome to Atmosphere Control. How may I assist you? The manicutters appear to be ironworks made, but I dare say Tataru will craft her own soon enough. If the late Owen did indeed have a chamber here, this node will be able to tell us of its number. There. From what I can recall the layout, it should be somewhere in the vicinity of... Warning. An evacuation order is presently in effect. Entry into the hemisphere is not permitted at this time. Foiled again. In all likelihood, the order would have been imposed during the fourth Rumble Calamity, and I doubt it will be lifted in the near future. Energy level critical. Returning to base for charging. Well, surely there must be some other way to gain access. Force, for example. Every resort to that, I have an idea. If we descend a surge of energy through yonder control mechanism, it should prompt the system to restart, releasing the locks. As for the suitable energy source, a concentrated lightning shard might suffice. Happily, I seem to recall that they were known to form at points of stagnant aether throughout the continent. You seem to recall. Are you honestly telling me that was in the records too? I am. A report sent to the capital mentioned that lightning aspected aether was prone to pooling on the continent, resulting in surges that interfere with equipment. A minor detail, I grant you, but in my role as caretaker of the Crystal Tower, there was no such thing as too much elegant knowledge. Besides, my studies helped me to feel connected to the source, to home. I must have explored this facility 1,000 times in my mind, but to finally stand here with the two of you, 'tis more exhilarating than I can well express. Now then, the lightning shard. If I may, I suggest we split up and search the Beta Quadrant. Oh, but beware of sprites. They are wont to manifest here where the aether is stagnant. Now you're just showing off, which makes me think we should make a contest of this. The first to return here with a shard wins. What do you say? Very well. It would be my honor to come third. Now, Alice's starting to pull her own, though. She really is, but I think that what's coming up soon is actually quite funny. Because Alice keeps putting me up to these damn competitions, like over and over and over again. And I think it's funny about what's going to happen soon. Although I honestly enjoy the sport of it all. Because, like, you know, you could be like in the middle of like some downtime and she'll be like, hey, let's go race and do this. And I'm like, okay, cool. It kind of reminds me of, do you remember the match between me and Hoary Boulder? Like at the end of A Realm Reborn? You may not, but if you do, it feels like that, which is fun. I enjoyed it. That and the Domain Adventurers Guild side quest rocked here. Dare I say I found stagnant lightning here. Oh, I don't one-shot things anymore. Okay, we're getting there, chat. We're getting there. Oh, here we go. Stagnant lightning. That sounds terrifying. Bravo! That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proves so enthralling that all thoughts of the prize slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the lightning shard is yours. Let's see, what? No dramatic entrance? You changed. It's like, oh, you remember that. In my defense, I was caught up in the moment. It isn't every day that you meet an honest-to-God's hero, after all. Well, the contest continues, so you better hurry back. Oh, but one last thing. Thank you, Vinny, for bringing me here. Alright, chat, so here's the deal. Literally, there's an earlier Final Fantasy game where somebody randomly gives you something, and it kind of, well, that's the thing. So this is a throwback to an earlier Final Fantasy game where basically you're randomly given something by some random person and you're like, what? And you never see them again. It was just some weird kind of thing like that. I forget which game it was. Maybe it was 9 or 8, something. I don't remember, but I remember it explicitly happening. Alright, let's see where we're headed now. What's great is since I've done this and like this whole playthrough from A Realm Reborn till here in like 2 months' time, everything's so fresh. Because I've read through every little bit, clicked on every little questing and read it. You have a shard? Then you win. I searched high and low, but couldn't find so much as a trace of stagnant aether. It appears Alizé had no luck, so victory is yours. Congratulations. Now then, may I have the shard? A lightning shard that barely dances with the concentrated energy it harbors. Handle with care. What is it that makes you so much better at finding things? What do you have that I don't? That is a question I too have asked myself on numerous occasions. I suspect we could both learn a great deal from any, and not only about the secrets of adventuring. But come, we should attend to our mission. Something's happening, chat. Excellent. The system responded exactly as intended. We now have access to Hemisphere. Only one obstacle remains. The security systems within. Should they be triggered, they could make life rather difficult for us. In light of which, pray, leave the rest to me. If I am right, my royal blood should allow me to venture unmolested. I love it. Assuming this place assuming this place works like the Crystal Tower, yes. But it doesn't. You'll be on your own. I want you to promise us that you'll get out at the first sign of trouble. I promise. Wish me luck. Pretty good, chat. We're going in on the Mana Cutter. Oh, they're going in on the Mana Cutter. It's true. Well, nothing for it but to sit tight. Then again, I did just spend 3 days alone with Graha, so that is a whole thing. Oh yeah, is it Easter today? Happy Easter, everybody. I'm sure this Owen fellow is very learned, but iconic corruption, an overview, sounds like a studium thesis. We all had to write one. Lest you wonder, mine was about the combat applications of Aether. I'm nothing if not practical. Alphonse was more philosophical, of course. Political, dare say it. He chose to write a lengthy discourse on our nation's duty to the world. A controversial subject, to say the least. He asserted that Charlene's knowledge should rightly be used to protect all life on the star, in direct opposition to the country's cherished policy of non-intervention. Being a leading member of the Forum, our father was not happy. At the time, of course, Albino was utterly convinced of his views and would cheerfully argue to the death with anyone who saw things differently. By which I mean, the roads were long. To be fair to him, though, he's since learned to be a little more open-minded. But deep down, he still holds fast to that one belief, and I admire him for it. Aww. If Alpino ever heard that, oh my god, they go to his head. I should have liked to meet the young Alpino. For what it's worth, my thesis concerned the Allegan civilization as depicted in folklore. Look at that. I didn't know you attended the studium. He's got the mark! Yeah, Jesus Christ! Alizé's ignorance. I didn't. A thesis was required to earn my Archon's mark. My peers at the students of Aldesian convinced me to write one with the promise of unfettered access to forbidden tomes. So basically, he still attended the studio. But still, you don't get the Archon mark for that easy. He made it sound a lot easier than it is. Though I considered it no more than a means to an end at the time, I will admit it was gratifying to have my efforts acknowledged. Good jobs. Or good gods. Good jobs. Good gods. An Archon's thesis. I shudder to think the work involved. Or to imagine the work involved. But enough of that. Is this the fruit of your foray? Yes, Owen's archive node. It was waiting for me in his chamber. If a copy of his report still survives, it would be stored in his device. Shall we find out? Beep. Initializing. Scanning for a registered user. User not found. To proceed as a guest, please complete biometric authentication. Beep. Verifying. Bloop. Authentication complete. Guest identified as member of the royal family. I am at your most humble service, your highness. It never ceases to amuse me. 'Tis but a pity the effect will not last forever. Dogo Nunes said as much when they granted me this gift. But until such time as it fades, I shall use it gratefully. Search archive for iconic corruption. Beep, searching. Boop, one item found. Iconic corruption. An overview. The report is locked by the author. Please state password. Well, go on then, Your Highness. Tell the Knights know the password. Right. Let's see. Still yourself, Graha. You got this. Glory be to Alag. Long live Emperor Zandi. Beep boop. Password incorrect. Please try again. Ah, confound it. Come now, passwords are invariably short and simple. For instance... Here we go. Password! The notion that the password could be something so inane would be laughable were it not dangerously stupid. Furthermore, your conduct in the presence of His Highness is grossly inappropriate. Know your place, handmaid. Holy shit. What did that thing just call me? Wild Rose. It's only never worked since the realm reborn, but I keep repping it. Bleep doop. Password incorrect. Again, be warned that any further inappropriate behavior in the presence of His Highness will not be tolerated. Alright, that's it. I say we dismantle it and manually extract what we need. Now. Let's not be too hasty. A single misstep and we're just losing the report altogether. I believe this may be a task for Sid and his colleagues. If anyone can coax Machina into cooperating, it's them. I mean, that's fair. Come, let us bear the node back to the Rising Stones. See, they should have let me show him the wind-up missile after this point. Or after the next point's coming up, right? Because afterwards it would have a link up to me and Sid, which would explain why I've got the missile. Of course, they said that it came from the Crystarium, which I get the whole thing. But, you know, they wouldn't have had to have written that. They could have just been like, oh yeah, it was Sid and people. And I'd been like, oh, okay. Fine, I'll let Sid try his hand first, but if it doesn't work, we're going to do it my way. Rahatia seems eager to bear the note away. Hold on. Beep, threat detected. Oh shit. That's not good. I should probably mention that I have yet to meet Sid since waking up. Rambrose did send word to the Ironworks, but it appears our friend has been afield in an urgent business. Nevertheless, I assure you my proposal to seek his help is no pretext. However much I might look forward to seeing him again. Him and everyone. But come, let us be on our way. So here's the thing, chat. The thing is, Sid used to sound like, hold on. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Hold on one second. Nice. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had like an important email come in. I was like, ooh, that's a big deal. He's like, look at him all but running. How sweet. Still, it wouldn't do to keep him waiting, shall we? Let's see here. Did anyone add themselves recently? No. Okay. And if they did, it would have been early on. Okay, cool. No big deal. No big deal. Sorry, a friend of mine was hitting me up. They're like, yo, add me on Discord. I'm like, hells yeah! Alright, let me see here. We are going to the Rising Stones, my friends. We're gonna get walked through that front door again. Here we are. That same theme. You know something's gonna be up whenever you hear the theme. It's so smooth. At this point, why do people even drink here? They should just like, you know what I mean? It's as bad as Barrett and Tifa's place. It's like, how did you not know that their hideout was there? Okay, they're still in the same spot. I'm gonna see if they're saying the same thing. Oh, yep. They're saying the same thing. So now, that means FME says the same thing. Riel probably says the same thing. Kyle and Tataru might? We'll see. I'm pleased to see your mission was a success, and in no small part due to Bonanza. I take it you have news to share. So do I. Good, good. Kryle's back too. I wonder what was decided at the council. Wonderful news, Minnie. Tataru contracted Sid on our behalf, and he is on his way here even as we speak. While we wait, I should like very much to hear what transpired at the Alliance Council. Would you be so kind, Kryle? As you know, the meeting was convened to discuss how best to respond to recent events in Garlemald. According to intelligence from our Doman allies, the War of Secession rages on, and the Empire remains without a leader. Amidst the chaos, the Imperial legions in the provinces have begun to move independently of the motherland. Of greatest concern to us is the Third, a legion aligned with Lord Nerva. It appears that they have received substantial financial backing from House Brutus. Sounds familiar. Brutus? Aren't they the ones who took in Yahtzee Renasahi? This bodes well. Xenos' movements, meanwhile, remain shrouded in mystery. We're hoping that Thancred and Urianger will be able to shed some light on his activities when they return. Oh, I hope so too. I really like doing his voice acting thing. Plus, he's also really fun to fight. Like, really fun to fight. Until such time as they do, the Allied leaders feel it would be unwise to interfere in the conflict. And so, thanks in part to the Imperial withdrawal from Gimlet, they have decided to turn their attention to the primal problem once more. Working with friendly factions among the Beast tribes, they hope to reopen dialogue and explore new avenues for peace. Given the timing, I suspect they wish to put their respective houses in order ahead of the decisive clash with the Empire. Whatever their intent, this is not a problem easily solved. The Lamensons, in particular, struggle in their efforts, and Alphino and Y'shtola have been called upon to aid them. So long as we're dealing with the Tempered, I'm afraid no amount of dialogue will avail us. But if we can develop a treatment for tempering, then anything is possible. Which is why it must succeed. Yes. And on that cheery note, why not make ourselves comfortable in Dawn's respite? I'll show Sid in as soon as he arrives. Uh-oh, it's escalating. Oh, here we go. You know what they say, chat. freedom through technology. However, here's the deal. My favorite Sid will always be the Richard Branson wannabe. The one who's always like, hello, warrior of light. Do you want to go to space? You know, that Sid will always be my Sid. That, or pissed off, angry Final Fantasy VII Sid. Or the one that you have to keep feeding just the right fish in 6. You get an achievement for that. Let's see. What else? That's also the good ending, too. I'm gonna go this way. Ah, stop. Okay. It's doing the... My mouse is doing this thing where it wants to be like click, 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 as opposed to holding down. I don't know if that's the mouse going out, the springs being bad, or what, but my Razer mouse is like years old now, so it's more than likely time to replace it. Or maybe it's just something to do with like an invisible overlay on my screen or something, I don't know. Like, you know how it is like when the frames get stuck open? As important as Gabu is to me, I know only too well how much more is at stake here. A cure could change the world. Sid, at long last. Oh boy. Beep boop. Warning, His Highness is exhibiting elevated blood pressure. Aw, he's getting all super excited in the feels. He likes Sid. Of course, I don't think he's ever gotten to meet the actual Sid. Well, yeah, he did. He met the actual Sid, but he never really got to, like, say hi to him. This is transitional music. Big shit's about to go down. Sid. I love this song. Forgive us for not coming to see you. Forgive us for not coming to see you sooner, my friend. As you may have heard, we have had our hands full. In our defense, you are up rather early. I was under the impression that you'd be slumbering a while longer. Oh, I would have been, had you not fulfilled your promise. I still struggle with that idea. From where I stand, the secrets of traversing time and space seem exactly as unfathomable as he ever did. But if an alternative version of myself has already laid them bare, I dare say that frees me up to concentrate on other endeavors. Speaking of which, you wanted my help with something, was it? Or help with something. What is it? Well, the main thing with Sid now is that he literally sounds like he's like full Cockney. He's all like, well, treatment for temporalities. Like literally like that. He sounds really bad. I just remember thinking to myself, I'm like, how the hell? Unless there's something I'm not getting. Like, maybe we came back to a different world instead of our own world. Hell, who knows? But then our bodies are here, so it had to be the same world. Who knows? Somehow we broke Sid, chat. That's all I know. Well, a treatment for tempering, and for the next step, you need to find the password to Emet-Selch's report. Just so. Will the nary a clue to guide us? You could be here forever and still not guess correctly, and thus we turn to you. Oh, everybody knows that Sid and Nero are lovers. Like, that's a thing with them. They're awesome like that, though. Well, I'd love to say that we could help you, so I will. Once suitably configured, a Magitech terminal should make short work of identifying the password. I knew I could rely on you. Now, anticipating that it might be of use, I took the liberty of borrowing a tombstone with Rembros. It contains an elegant dictionary. Good thinking. I'll transfer the information to a terminal and set it to work right away. Ah, looks like it's finished. Let's see. Freedom. Password's freedom. He's like, I love it. Huh. Short and simple, just as I said. Would you care to do the honors, Your Highness? I would, my lady. Let's see. Node. Open a report entitled Iconic Corruption, an overview. Password, freedom. Password accepted. Bloop. Opening report. Do. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. No, okay. This report seeks to provide an overview of the mechanism by which icons corrupt and bind men to their will. The phenomenon we call corruption refers to the alteration of aether of the soul. I love how everybody from that era can do the clap thing and we can't. I hate that. I want to do that. Said aether ordinarily exists in equilibrium, no one element being more prominent than another. But when a subject is exposed to the aether of an icon, this changes, their soul taking on the properties of the entity in question. Oh boy. By way of an example, exposure to the aether of the fiend, Sephiroth, would cause the subject's aether to become aligned with the element of earth. As a consequence, the subject will retain heightened affinity with earth-aspected magics, as well as preternatural levels of endurance. Repeated exposure would further enhance these traits, ultimately altering the subject's very flesh. The changes undergone by the subject are not solely attributable to the elemental alignment, however. Further testing has determined that the subject's soul becomes umbrally charged or stagnant during the process. This stagnation of the soul has the effect of diluting the sense of self, rendering the subject vulnerable to the will of the icon, the thoughts of whom come to consume their entire existence. In this manner do the corrupted become worshippers of the icon, their prayers serving to further empower the entity. Oh, interesting. Having discerned the mechanism of iconic corruption, my colleagues and I set out to develop a material capable of shielding one from its effects. An endeavor in which we were successful, albeit at a great cost. In the course of testing, many of my assistants, good men and women all, fell victim to corruption, and in accordance with protocol, they were summarily put to death. I subsequently submitted a proposal to investigate potential cures for corruption, but it was rejected, deemed non-essential by Lord Amon. Though I knew it would be fruitless, I protested the decision, and for my impertinence, I have been stripped of rank and title, and will shortly be expelled from this facility. In all likelihood, this report will be expunged from the archives. Nonetheless, I record it in the hopes that one day someone will undertake to do that which I could not, and find a cure for the victims of iconic corruption. End recording. So not even the Elegans were able to find a cure. Or rather, were not given the chance to do so. One cannot help but wonder what motivated Lord Amon's decision. More importantly, this confirms that stagnation of the soul is indeed the problem, and Angelo can remedy that. True. Yet, were we to simply reanimate a tempered soul, I fear it would do naught to diminish the individual's fanatical faith. Indeed, it may well intensify it. No, we would somehow need to suppress the primal's hold over the subject at the same time, or risk them ever remaining its thrall. So there's no point in reviving their souls unless we can restore their sense of self? But of course, memory transference. The process has the effect of compartmentalizing memories, separating them into manageable bundles, if you will. By adapting the technique, it may be possible to achieve selective reanimation, that is, limit the effects to only those memories that existed prior to tempering. Through thus restoring the sense of self, we could theoretically drown out the incitements of false faith which should come to dominate the individual's thoughts. I see. The theory seems sound, and our experience treating the light corrupted would help us identify suitable memories for reanimation. But are you confident you can adapt memory transference as required? I seem to recall your attempts to do so while trying to bring us home culminated in literal bloodletting. They did, you're right. Despite my best efforts, I could not recreate the mechanism, and I could see that the rather clumsy compromise I reached would not provide the base for a cure. Then perhaps it's better if you consider another approach. Your doubts are understandable, but this time I believe we have reason to be confident. You see, nodes such as this were built with the ability to simulate magics. Oh yes, right. Which leads me to believe that it may be capable of performing simulations of transference technique. If so, we would be able to conduct years worth of tests within the space of a few days. In theory, it would be no different from how we identified the password, but it'll take more calculating power, a lot more. I honestly couldn't say whether our equipment would be up to the task. Tell me, Sid, why do you suppose Owen locked his report behind a password? To keep it from prying eyes, of course. Why else? Wait, a password that could be guessed by anyone with leisure in a dictionary wouldn't keep it from a person minded to look. No, he wanted this report to be seen by those who strive for freedom. Not unlike the members of a certain distinguished engineering collective. I believe their motto was freedom through technology or some such. You two, run up as many Magitech terminals as you can find and bring them to the workshop. Right away, Chief. Aw, Tataru. Things are about to get very busy. Lucky we have you to help, eh? Alright, now we need to go talk to everybody. They're all staring at me, it's kinda creepy. Suffice it to say, I shall be whatever help I can. Oh, one sec, trying to get a tab up for just a second. And welcome, my friends, if you're just joining. Welcome, welcome. There we go. All those Magitech terminals won't come cheap. Shut up, Tataru. Some things you shouldn't put a price on. As with our first foray into the labyrinth of the ancients, we seek to venture into the unknown. And in order to succeed, we require not only knowledge and preparation, but daring besides, just like old times. We're getting there, Minnie, one step at a time. Or one step at a time. I read it in the wrong tone. Right. While Graha and I configure the terminals, I want the rest of you to procure supplies. Namely, ceruleum to fuel the terminals and ice shards to keep them cool. The more we have, both the better. Leave the ice shards to me. I'll round up some adventurers and go on a gathering spree. In that case, I'll trust Minnie and Alize with the ceruleum. Here's a promissory note for each of you. A promissory note? I mean, what are you gonna do? Send me down the, like, northern Than and be like, go pick up some ceruleum? Take them to the Skysteel manufactory in Ishgard and the ceruleum processing plant in Thanalan. The people there will give you what you need. You're such a well-known face in the Holy See, I believe. If it's all the same to you, I'll head to Thanalan. Alright, I guess I'm going up north. We shall see to the terminals are ready by the time you return. If Alice is bound for the ceruleum processing plant, you'll want to take yourself to the Skysteel manufactory. Off you go now. It didn't bleep at all. One second, chat. I'm starting dinner plans. Alright, chat, I am back. One of the most scandalous people that always gets overlooked. Right here. I don't know why we have not come back to this person. I feel so bad. Because we literally have an Allegan person. Right here. Right here. We do. They're currently inhabiting the body. And you know what's so scary, chat? You know what's so scary about this? So, Ko Rebentov was possessed by an Allegan person when she touched a droid or an artifact or something like that around the tower. Okay, she was a researcher who ran off and disappeared. And they found out that she was acting scandalous and everything because basically it was a person who had been dead for 10,000 years or something like that. Was going wild because they were revived again. Anyway. Long story short, this is Ko Rebentov. Now, here's the thing about Ko Rebentov. She sits here, a relic in time, from A Realm Reborn onward. Maybe there's quests for her, maybe there's not. Maybe you can get the quest to, you know, run the 3 extremes and turn it in for memory conduit things, and she'll talk to you for a split second. It's been repeatable since Realm Reborn. But maybe that's the case, maybe there's more. But let me ask you this. Did we just do the same with Graha? Let's think about that. Could Graha have a passenger? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. But basically, the same way that Graha worked, from going from Exarch Graha to regular Graha, is we basically had this happen, except they're not at odds with one another. So that's a thing. Well, let's see here. We're going... Where am I going now? I am going to... Let me see here. We're going here. The thing that made me laugh about Lise coming to say hi to us, chat, was the fact that they could have sent... what's his name? Alright, chat, we're going forward. A little bit closer. There we go. Welcome back, Mr. Smitty. How may I serve you this day? Oh, it's Romolo! Sorry for all the noise, chat. There's going to be a little bit. Issued by Garland Ironworks, this promissory note is intended for the purposes of a quantity of cerulean specified thereupon. So you're after the cerulean. In that case, please present the note to our engineer at the airship landing. He shall be glad to assist you. I'm a high-ranking machinist, so yeah. Well, let me talk to Stefanibian. It's hard to say his name. One second, chat. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Skysteel Engineer. Cerulean? You've gotten the right man. Fair warning though. The price has shot up on account of the uncertainty of the Empire, so I hope you got the coin. Here we go. Issued by Garland Ironworks, this promissory note is intended for the purchase of a quantity of ceruleum specified thereupon. Well now, promissory note from the Ironworks. Don't see many of these. Not that it's a problem. It's as good as gold to me. Oh, here it is, here it is.
My friend! After the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places.
Oh look, it's the thinget.
As you may have heard, the Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the primal problem. To that end, have I invited the chieftain of the Vanu to Ishgard, that we might together plot a course.
Nice. Speaking of which, I'm supposed to be finishing that rep soon if I haven't already.
Since the war with the Empire appears to be nearing its conclusion, I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas, he is, as ever, a difficult man to find. I am informed he recently paid a visit to the Rising Stones. Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you?
Aw, either Estinian's avoiding Emmerich, or Emmerich's jealous that Estinian came to hang out with me, or both. Probably both.
But tell me, what business brings you to our fair city this day?
You know, stuff. I need to get some things. Pertinence and such.
A cure for tempering.
Yeah, that's
You
you.
never cease to amaze me. Until now, our only hope has been prevention, our every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of bloodshed.
Yes, yes. It'll also put Thancred out of work, unfortunately. Of course, I'm sure he won't be too upset with it.
Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it.
Here we go, my friends. We've got the ceruleum and an airship. We have 2 airships now.
In this matter, you may count on Ishgard's full support.
You cannot say that, Emmerich. You have to go get the help of the House of Lords and Commons and stuff. Although I appreciate the sentiment. He's like, we know who's really in power. Am I the bad guy? Here we go. Meanwhile, what's her name? Was it Lucretia or whatever? It's just like dying inside. I guess I couldn't get their voice actor during that time. I mean, it was during like the Great Sickness and stuff. Wow, shit's really getting real. Krell's examining the goods. Faster is happy, Alize's sad, everything is as it should be.
Oh, who would have thought ceruleum weighed so much? Serves me right for being stubborn, I suppose. I should have just done what you did and accepted help.
Yes, you should have.
Good work, you two. This is all we asked for and more.
See,
Quite a lot more now that I look at it.
see, he sounds like he's going to like assassinate people and then hit me up in the link pro and be like, Tango down. I'm like, yo, what happened to your voice, bruh?
Lord Emmerich, eh?
Ah.
And entirely by chance. Ha! Some people have all the luck.
We have also succeeded in configuring the terminals, thanks in no small part to our able assistant.
Oh, yes. One of my favorite people in the game.
It's been a while, hero. You seem surprised to see me. Lest you misunderstand, I've no interest in such things as cures for tempering.
Chat, this is Nero Tolskeva. He'll let you know a fifth time, I promise.
But if you mean to achieve that which eluded even the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise. And so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
It's cute. It's like the OG Biggs Wedge combo.
For all the effort it took to track you down after your latest disappearing act, you could find the cure for death, and it wouldn't be worth the trouble.
That wasn't the only reason I agreed to cooperate. I'm reliably informed that Garland and I are destined to unravel the secrets of travel, not only across dimensions, but through time.
Yeah.
Doubtless the lion's share of the credit lies with me. 9 paths to Garland's 1. And this research will be a stepping stone to that illustrious achievement.
Very well then. I'll do 1/10 of the work. Just the part that's beyond you.
Damn.
Whatever you say, Garland.
Right. If everyone's ready, let's begin.
Alright, chat, we're going in. Holy shit.
All appears to be in order. Now, we just have to wait for it to find us our magic. Why not take this opportunity to put your feet up? This may take a while.
Here we go, chat. Boom, doom, 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 doom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Damn it. It's overloading.
Attention, shut down. It's not shutting down. Oh wait, that's Half-Life. It is. It's also melting my CPU's, for whatever, my graphics renderer for some reason. Oh, it's the smoke, probably. I'm like, why am I rendering at like half pace? I shouldn't be. I'm only using like 60C at most on my system. My CPU.
Chief! She won't last much longer!
This is bad.
We'll have to shut it down.
Wait! We're close! So very close!
Oh.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Well, come on, Nero, take credit.
Please, a moment longer. I beg you. There. I was able to memorize the magic before it faded. It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
Nice! This, friends, is why overclocking is a pain in the ass.
It's just as well. She'll never run again.
The fault is mine. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It may fall short of dimension hopping, but a cure for tempering is not to be sniffed at. This, my friend, is a world-changing discovery. One we're proud to have had a hand in. A few Magitech terminals are a pittance to pay.
That's true.
Thank you.
Well, we've done what we can. The rest is up to you.
Awesome. We gotta chat the cure for tempering. Do you know what that's gonna be insane? Holy crap. Who's gonna tell Thancred? So true story. Thancred's job from A Realm Reborn and for a good time onward was eliminating all of the people who were tempered. And by all, I mean all that were tempered. Like, literally. His whole job was like wet work, like, and then some. So we finally have it, the cure for tempering. All that remains is to put it to use. I shall be praying for your success on the front line. In the end, we didn't have to pay for the terminals, which is great for us, but I can't help but feel for my counterpart in the Ironworks. Jessie's gonna be pissed. They may have to let her go. Alas, the Ironworks crew couldn't linger long, but far too much to do. Yet, brief though our time together was, it was bloody good to see them. I hope they bring Jessie around. Jessie was cute. If you seek Rio, he has left to visit each of the allied armies. Link Pearl conversations are well and good, he said, but there is no substituting face-to-face meetings for strengthening cooperation. Very true, FME. Oh look, the whole place is reset, so we gotta talk to everybody. Here's the facts. You learn lots of cool story bits whenever you go talk to all these people. And cool funny things. Like, there's this empty window chain that's been going on for expansion after expansion. There's nothing quite like basking in the glow of brothers' fighting spirit. We must make this bout with Grahatia happen. Yes, we must. They say Grahatia is a versatile combatant who excels at all roles of battle. I should very much like to test my blade and shield against him. That's right, Hori. Keep on trying. He'll just be like, break yourself, fool! And then you won't be able to move. Hori challenged you once before, and now he has his sights set upon Grahatia. I fear history is about to repeat itself. Oh, yes it is. So I had a little chat with Grahatia. Though he looks as young as any of us, he has an air of an older person about him. I suspect he's seen more than his fair share of trials. Well, when we went to deliver the ice shards, we had occasion to speak with Grahatia. Sister says he acts like an old person, but if you ask me, he seems like the perfect gentleman. It just means he sounds like an old person. Holy shit, that means I sound like an old person. Oh my god. I'm getting old, chat. Shit. let me see, hold on. I gotta be like, Cap! Riz! All the words. Forget it's not. I'll just say it's only one thing on their mind. At long last, we have our cure. In theory, at any rate, we cannot be certain until such time as we put it to the proof, but I'm quietly confident. Well, if we're to test it on someone, then I suggest Gabu. His symptoms are relatively mild. As long as you exercise due caution, I don't want to hurt Gabu. Yes, as long as we exercise due caution, it will be fine. I love how you literally mansplained that right under the rug, Alize. Absolutely. She's like, yes, yes. Well. Without further ado, then, let's make for Limsa. We've kept Gabu waiting long enough. Let's go see. Alright. So, here's the deal, chat. I've been saying this. Most of you are new here, but bear with me. For the last month, maybe less, probably less, we had the thing happen with Gabu, right? In case you're wondering, Gabu was this, oh my god, I feel bad. I can't think of their name right now, what they are. It's one of the oh my god, I'm having a brain part. I can't think of the name of it, but the travel rep that's up from like northern Lenosha, right in the mines, the Ungoro mines, or Ugamaro mines or something like that. I forget. I always call it Ungoro mines because I'm used to playing WoW. So anyway, Gabu was running around panicking, trying to get the Limsa camp to help, and they kind of slept on it. We ended up helping out when they didn't, and found out that Gabu's parents were trapped inside of a thing, and it was not great. There was a guy wanting to resurrect Titan, and it was really, really bad. They ended up resurrecting Titan on accident with Gabu, and Gabu lost his parents. It was really bad, right? It was very traumatizing for Gabu, and it left him kind of not right. And we felt like shit because of it. And then we was like, okay. And then Endwalker happened. Not Endwalker, sorry, Shadowbringers happened. And now we think we figured out how to fix Gabu. So here's my question to you. When you see this creature, or this tribal rep person, like, I forget what they're called. God, it's driving me nuts because I can't think of their name. But, I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go there and figure it out. Actually, I got a better way. Here we go. Reputation. Around my board. Kobolds! God damn, why was I sleeping on kobolds? Anyway. The kobolds. How do you think a kobold will sound? Oh, yes, yes. Or something cool like that, right? Right? Okay. Who wants to take bets on what Gabu sounds like? Because you're not ready for it. I wasn't. I remember laughing so damn hard and feeling terrible that I laughed at the scene because the voice actor made me laugh. But it was an absolute beautiful scene nonetheless. Alright, let's go see. We need to go to Maelstrom Command. So that's going to be up at the aft castle? Yeah? Yeah, the aft castle. Here we go. It's plain to see Alize is very fond of Gabu, to the extent that I've had a hand in it. I shall do all in my power to bring him back. Aw, that's a good idea. Why don't you do that? Hold on a second. Arr. Oh, that's what it is. Hold on, let me get my cat some treats or something. It's acting up. The cat was trying to nuzzle my speaker, mouse, and keyboard and camera cables in the back of my PC, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna end bad. Nope, we're not doing that. Well, this is the moment of truth. I'll have our host bring Gabu to us at once. Here we go, chat.
Apologies for the wait.
Gabu, have you been good?
Aww.
Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Fancy meeting you here.
Alphino Yushtola! I thought you were attending to primal matters.
Mm-hmm.
We were, and came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you. Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment?
You have no idea, Alphino.
Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul. Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Ah, nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
Hell yeah. That sounds good. Oh, we're doing it here? Okay, here we go.
By doing so, we also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether. And, as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
Oh, yeah.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
Hell yeah. This makes me, like, wonder if they're gonna do the Defenders of Eorzea theme.
Excellent. With your permission, then, let us begin.
Yes, I was right. Oh my god, I was right. I love this game.
Yes, this will do. And now, it's my turn.
It's an Aether Bank. A piggy Aether Bank.
'Tis done.
All right. Covering Porkins.
No small amount indeed.
Well, we seek to go where even the Allagans did not. It was never like to be easy. The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one.
This is true.
I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
'Twould seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
There's an inn around the corner. Hell yeah, chat. We're gonna fix Gabu. Alize will succeed. I'm certain of it. We need but have faith. Trying to see where they teleported me to. Where am I at? Okay, so wait, huh? Why did they send us this way? Oh well, all's well then as well. Hi, hi! Welcome, welcome! Welcome back, my friend. We weren't able to help anybody earlier. I felt so bad. I was like, this is either going to go really well or I'm going to get ghosted by everybody. And it was a bit early, but it was like, damn. Yeah, there's really nobody. And then I got trolled on by that one guy, which is pretty funny. But today we're doing Shadowbringers, the end of Shadowbringers. So I don't want you to spoil yourself if you haven't beaten it yet. Or if you don't mind the spoilers, one or the other. But yeah, we're about to see the end of Shadowbringers. And actually, I should rephrase this. We've pretty much seen the end of Shadowbringers. We're doing the last 20 quests of Shadowbringers, which kind of leads us into Endwalker. So it's like, was it prologue, I guess, for Endwalker? And I swear I've got something in my eye today. Alright, let's see here. Well, this seems as good a spot as any to have a rest. I also narrate it. Some better than others. And I do good joke voices too. That's good to hear.
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago. I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even. But Alize refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation.
Oh my god, look how much this boy has grown, chat. Holy shit, have you played since A Realm Reborn? Do y'all remember A Realm Reborn? These two were at odds with their entire ideals. And even Alphino was like, I was stubborn in my days. But it's like interesting to see they've come full circle. Alize was just talking about Alphino and how much she depends and loves the fact that her brother never, parts from his ideals. And then Alphino is talking about how Alize refused to give up and basically found the cure for this. This is such good character development. I actually really enjoy this.
However much we bicker, I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person. A far better scion.
Well, if it's any consolation, she's in awe of your work, too.
She told you of my graduation thesis. How very embarrassing.
Oh, come on, Alfredo. You know that you seek to affect the outcome of no less than this very star.
Nonetheless, it is comforting and not a little surprising to hear that I'm still capable of impressing my sister. On the rare occasions I'm not annoying her, that is.
Aw.
Alize, are you all right?
She needs healing.
The treatment. Did it work?
I was not ready for this when it happened the first time.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted, happy, glad.
Gaboo!
Mistress Alize!
All this time, my mind was filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan. But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always. So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alize's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
Aw.
Your hopes reached Gaboo. They helped him to hold on.
Must have been painful, though.
I'm so proud of you, Gaboo.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alize. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can. All of them.
Aw.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use.
Uh-oh.
As you know, reversing the effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether. And while Alize was able to heal Gaboo alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms.
Interesting.
Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence. All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
Aw.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gaboo, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Then, the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of Porkses, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
Yet there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying. And her name is Master Matoya. The real one.
Chat, do you want to know why this is so awesome? It's a nod to her voice actor who passed away.
I have to go now, Gabu. But the people here will look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
Those are old voice lines that her voice actor said. Not in this game, but she has this very really good film career, and triumph over adversity and all that stuff. And it was one of her major lines in one of her hit films that she was in.
All right. Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
Or shows or something. I suspect now we're going to get the last voice lines for Master Matoya, as well as Penny, as well as the memorial for Master Matoya, which will probably be set up after this point. What sucks is they started Shadowbringers literally by honoring the voice actor for House Spartan. What's his name? Edmund, who passed away. And ended Shadowbringers by honoring another voice actor who passes away. So it's actually really sad. Alice will be exhausted from her efforts, but you wouldn't think so to look at her now. If she is ready to press on, then so am I. Alright. You may recall that in order to procure the ingredients for Angelo, we had no choice but to surrender ourselves to the whims of the pixies. But I should have done so with far better grace had I known what we would go on to achieve. We did it. We brought Gabu back, and if I have any say in the matter, he'll be the first of many. Where is Gabu? Did they send Gabu away? They did. They sent Gabu away. It's like, you're fixed now. Go on. Let's see. So we talked to Graha. We talked to Alphino. It's time to talk to Ishtola. Ooh, we're gonna be doing the dungeon soon. Like master, like pupil. The trace of a wry smile is visible on Ishtola's lips. As she will be at pains to remind me, I have not paid Master Matoya a visit since returning from the first. But this seems as good a time as any. Come, let us make for her cave. Make for her cave. Alright. This calls for a trip to the ruling quarter, and one does not simply get to the ruling quarter without first traveling to Idleshite. Idleshite, where Jingleshine rain from the sky thing. Let me see here. Come on. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. So, do you know where this whole theme comes from? So, years ago, there was a documentary on, I think it was BBC or something like that. Or maybe it was something else. I forget. Oh, I remember what it was. I think it was from Carl Sagan's Cosmos. There was like a time-lapse thing, and it was just showing kind of like time progress, right? Like over like a few days or whatever, like a time lapse. And it was just doing the whole like with the cascading sound thing, just like this. And it feels like they saw that, or Ahsoka or whoever did this saw that, and was inspired by it, and made a similar thing. Zone is so awesome. Also, Alexander is a great raid. Highly recommended series. I forget if it was a crossover or not. Maybe it was just a part of the series. But it was really good. Really, really good. Here we go, chat. We're going in. Do you remember when we last came here, it was to find out why the others had collapsed? If someone had told me then that they'd been whisked away to another world, I would probably have laughed in their face. You live and learn, eh? It has been some time since Master Matoya last saw Y'shtola. What a lot they will have to talk about. A lot indeed. Master Matoya has something of a legend among Archons. I very much look forward to meeting her. If not the dressing down I am liable to receive for my inept attempts of summoning you. Yeah. I take it you are ready to bear witness to the joyous reunion of master and pupil. Very well. Oh yes, chat, here you go. This is one of those moments of truth right here. Get ready for some of the funniest shit you've ever seen. Someone's getting doxxed. This is gonna be great.
Nary a word from you all this time, then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
No.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Night Blessed in the process.
Oh no!
There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
He's just like, God damn it, Alphino.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I'm proud to call myself a scion. I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits.
Nice.
Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
You are too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day.
Here it goes. She's gonna be like, go, Angelo! She's like, a cure for timpering.
So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create porxes with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers, we'd collapse before we reached double figures. But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars,
Oh?
a mother porxie, as it were.
The mother porxie.
Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
Alright, let's see where we're headed. A porxie that produces porxie? What an inspired idea! By the way, Minnie, do you think I misspoke earlier? I assure you it was not my interaction to embarrass anyone. Yeah, Alpino. Where does she mean, do you think? Some matter of hidden workshop, perhaps? Moldy old hole. She really must miss the place. In case you've ever wondered, Alpino got his innocent streak from our mother. And it can be rather endearing, even useful in certain situations. But most of the time, it just makes me want to shake him. Poor Y'shtola. Let me see here. Matoya. Alright, off to my old workshop then. Everything required to make your familiar is there. That may be, but no one has set foot in there since the Exodus. I dread to even imagine what has become of it. Oh, but there's sure to be a handful of feral familiars and mayhap a monster or two, but nothing to trouble the likes of you. You can consider cleaning up the place payment for my help. Fine, we'll do it. Good girl. Now, if there are no other objections, I suggest you run along to the Maker's Quarter. I'll send one of my pirogos ahead to let you into the workshop. You need only tell him who you are. One can't be too careful after all. Off you go. Oh snap, chat. Here we go. I can just walk out front. We'll do it that way. Nice. Heck yeah. What is this? Oh, false Gigantopithecus. Very interesting. But it's not quite a primal, so we'll leave it there. Now then, sweet, it's got hand and boot. Judging by the unruly state of the floor without, I think it's safe to assume there will be no shortage of unruly fauna within. Add to that the undisturbed secrets of the workshop, and we have the makings of an adventure. The workshop was an unforgiving place even before the Exodus, and I doubt the years of neglect have improved it. The grass could certainly do with a trim. As I may have mentioned, Alize and I were still very young when we departed with the Exodus. I envy Estrella for remembering the city as well as it once was, or as it once was. Greetings, Reddit, and welcome to my good mistress's relic. Rogo is my name, and I am honored to be your guide. Within, you will find a space dedicated to the making of familiars, along with a cavern therein, and requisite ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, that the place has not played host to a single soul, much less a broom, in over 15 years, and will, I regret, be in some disarray. But rest assured, my brothers and I shall see to it that you do not lose your way. Until then, Ribbit, only say the word, and I will show you in. The frog is like... The frog's like, would you like to run another dungeon, adventurer? Let me see here. So we're about to run this dungeon here. Now, because queues are probably going to be really quick today, give me just a second. I'm going to run to the kitchen right quick and also take a bite of my food, and I'll be ready to do this. If anybody wants to join me, they can. Oh yeah, I do such silly voices as I play this. What was that one that was really good? Omega was good because I did robot voice. Where I was like, entering section 5, blah 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 beep, that kind of thing and stuff like that. I did that. I did a couple other things. I did Alexander was really good because I did combo stuff all day long. Run the dungeon with me. Then you can be the frog the whole time. Gilgamesh. Over on Aether server. I'm a white mage, so we'll get right in. I'm eating snacks. Well, what am I saying? I'm eating dinner. When your partner randomly hands you dinner that you forgot about. I forgot to eat. I mean, like, not in a bad way, but like, I forgot they were getting food ready. So like when the food arrived, I was like, oh shit. This is me so hard right now. Yeah, I was like munching down a chicken nugget. I was like, "Grr-grr-grr." When you get here, though, either come find me over here, or send me a tell. Like that. Alright. Hey, Lena, are you coming too? Nice. What's your homeworld sucking about you? Or you can just, like, hit me up in game. Wasn't it like a Seraph or something like that? No, I mean, Siren or Sergeant Tannis? I could be wrong, though. No, wait, I'm probably wrong. I'm terrible at remembering. I remember you, though. I just don't remember which server it was, because I go to so many different servers, it blurs. That's right. We've now made progress on Sakiko. No, I'm kidding. I remember that one. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take my plate to the kitchen and we'll be able to start. That was a really good meal. Alright, let's see here. Did they make it? I just realized I don't know your whole character name, so I wouldn't be able to invite. But, if you get here, I can definitely invite you. I think. We need a tank. Though I suppose I could swap the tank if you were a healer or something like that. Depending on what you are. Oh, you're probably running hunt trains right now. I just realized what you were saying. Okay, I'm tripping. Ooh, I need to get more actions. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 2 more days left to go. where I absolutely need to get them. Let me see here. What? Hmm? Oh, there's combat. It was like, what happens? Cool. Y'all ready? Well, cue it up. Actually, shit, hold on. I'm lying. I need like 30 more seconds, but I'm ready. Almost ready. All right. Oh no, keep her down. I got you off. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough on the mic there. My bad. That was totally my bad. All right, let's do this. Dungeon is. Which way is Relic? Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna warn y'all. I'm a way better healer than I am a tank, but I want to see if I can do this. Besides, it'll be fun. It'll give me a reason to do this. Let's get ready. I just know I'm gonna die a lot to the stuff because I remember this one being tricky. It was really fun, but it was tricky. So I might as well go tank. Also, I'm awkwardly following you, which is really interesting. I don't know what is happening right now. I guess it's because I have you on lock. Well, it says less than 5 minutes, but worst comes to worst, I can swap the healer. Ooh, send me a tail. I'll get you in. I'm just not as good at a tank as I am a healer. So if I fuck mechanics, then I apologize. But I wanted to break out a reason to wear the mask, so to speak. Nice. treat. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh no! We lost another one. I can't revive him. I'm a tank now. I'm just like sad. Oh man. Oh shit, what did I do? I was like clicking all over the place. There we go. Now we gotta feed chicken treats. 1 and 2. Aw, what's up, chicken treats? What's up, buddy? He's all like, or they're all like, what's up, minute boss? And I'm like, I won't eat you. That's a real thing, by the way. From I think it was like what? It wasn't Jurassic Park. It was no, maybe it was Jurassic Park, something like that. I forget what movie it was from. But yeah, it's a thing. Oops, sorry about that. Let's do this. Nice. We're going in. This is gonna be really good. Mainly because I know I can tank this place. I just haven't done it in 8 months. So yeah. We're all gonna be unalive, I did it. Colorful frogs of awesomeness.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients.
Oh?
Listen well to what the Porogos say, or you'll wish you had.
So when I hold on, don't move. This is so good. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta do it one more time. There we go. My mouse is in the way in the first one. That is hilarious. Alright. Look at that, I remembered enmity. We're already winning. The clay can be had at the clay out cauldron, Ribbit. Through this portal if you would. So we need to harvest some clay. She's like, you need some good old-fashioned cola. Please follow me, Ribbit, and put down any pests at the bar. Or that bar the way. I'm running. F it, we ball. I've got some kind of Giga Chad potion, but I don't have it on my hotbar. Remind me after this fight and I'll do it. Here we go, I'm about to go hard on him. Yes. Ah, God. God, got it all over me. Good God. I'm covered in tarantula goo. Oh shit. I tabbed up by accident. Hey, son of Ziggy. But remember, you just want to go like all in on Ziggy after you pull the AoE originally. Sorry, my knockdown was a little bit late. The clay is just across the way, but you'll need to do with the Mudman first. Holy shit, the Mudman? Oh no! I don't want to play this game anymore. That is. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh shit. Oh, nope. Rah! Here we go. Just making sure my frame is, If you see a slight black bar on the side of the screen, let me know. If not, I'm going with it. Let me see here. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. That is terrifying. That is absolutely gonna be in my nightmares. It's basically, it's always gonna be. I mean, I'm sure it's mud, but in my brain it's just, you don't know, so it's always, you have to default to poo. For safety concerns and sanitation reasons, you always have to consider it as basically poo. That's terrifying. Alright, I have to go tank this. At least you get cool music. Oh yeah, they gotta go to the thing, right? Ah! My mouse is totally going out. I can tell. That looked quite painful. I'll be right. I probably should have hit you with Nascent Flash. I am so ass with Nascent Flash. Because I'm used to doing... Okay, most of my taking experience comes from soloing treasure maps. I remember this pattern. We had this pattern in maps the other day. Nailed it. Nice. Now you have our clay, Ribbit. Let us return to the Unisys. Nice. And then we get sucked down through this portal thing and end up in a cave somewhere. Next, we need to get the water flowing again. No, I'm kidding. It would be my pleasure to show you to the clear note cauldron ribbon. Please use this portal. This is gonna be really good. I think I'm doing it? I'm not sure. I probably should have hit run before combat though. But hey, maybe I'll get it next time, even though it's the second time I've done it. Oop, I seem to have missed one. My friends, can we not settle this with axes? Game gelatin! Looking like Gillette. Or like toothpaste. Please wait while I move the lift ribbon. Oh shit! That was not what I had in mind. We may have broken it. Here we go. I base when I throw my shields up because I'm used to playing the solo treasure maps. I'm probably doing it all wrong, but for that particular type of play inside the treasure maps, I'm on point. I need to make more runs of that so I can make more short vids. I've got a couple of times that I've won it by running solo. You don't really make anything worthwhile doing it that way, but it can be rewarding in its own way. It's better than Eureka, even though it takes just as long. It's like going through your own personal UCOV or something. Except it's just treasure maps. Come up with a cool name for it. Another rip in just a moment. They're quite polite at least. I don't think I'll smash that frog today. I'll smash the other frogs though. Take my axe and be like, slash. Oh, it's Nixie. I sense a mysterious presence, Ribbon. Please take care. So this is Nixie. This is funny. I wonder how this got here. We should have words with somebody later. Alright. We ready, chat? Going in. They're probably like, yes, we're ready. We do this in half the time, usually. It's probably true, though. Yep, water becomes fierce, things of flesh and bone to pierce. Water floats a swift wash away instead of drink. All I know is I have smashed into this Nixie. And I can stomach just about anything it throws at me at this point. I haven't even hit my shields up yet. Also, nice healing.
So much fun, more water, we need more water.
Oh, I remember this. We need to get higher up. High up in the vapor. Oh. No, all my water is gone, but I can't lose it. I won't. It's like Osmo-size shit going on. In fact, it might even be like a recycled animation. But that's cool. Why won't you get hit? Oh, I get hit. I just self-heal. And I have a good healer. Oh, that's a pull. We're going this way. Sorry if I get you. I'm not quite sure what to do here except really bunker down. Yep, that was a good idea. Popping potions. Nope, that's another call. We're going this way. I probably could have dodged that, but didn't. Alright, boss number 2.
Alright, I give up, you win.
Poor thing. Never stood a chance.
This fire's slowing again, Ribbit. Let us head back.
Good news, everyone! The slime is slowing again.
Last but not least, we need
to fire up the kiln.
Step right through, Ribbit, and I will guide you safely to Gillen by our cauldron.
I just kind of thought she'd be taller, but I guess from this perspective, with my camera zoomed this far out, it's pretty accurate.
Up we go, Ribbit. Please try not to fall behind.
Alright, here we go. Boosh. Nailed it? Or no? Missed. Nailed it. No way! I waited till after the call. Interesting. No biggie. Here we go.